Okay, so this video is taking a look at an H bridge. So the difference between the previous one is that I'm using the P MOSFETs at the top, so those are always on, and then they're going to be turned off because the gates, if you take a look at the gates, are tied together. So if the voltage here goes high, then it's going to turn on the N MOSFET and turn off this side of the P MOSFET, getting the current to go through the motor in the classic H direction. So the green line kind of illustrates the H shape. So the interesting part about this one is this little doodad or IC, and that, if you take a look at ChatGPT, is, where is it? Is a general purpose optocoupler, also known as an opto-isolator. So it consists of an infrared LED and an NPN phototransistor with 6 pins. So what does that look like? Well, if you look at a picture, we have essentially anode and cathode. So this would be the negative terminal for this infrared LED, and you would run it. In my diagram, I have a 200 ohm resistor to minimize the current so we don't burn this out with the near 5 volts. And on the other side we have the base, which we're going to have unconnected because the light is going to actually turn this NPN transistor on. And then you have essentially, this would be where the gate is, and then you're going to have the current flowing through your transistor. So we'll go back to the diagram. So we have pin 1 indicated by the dot, and pin 2, which would be the cathode. So you can sort of see that it's hooked up to the negative. And we have this resistor, which is a 200 ohm resistor. And you can sort of see where the pin, I guess that would be pin 5, is hooked up to in the diagram, shown in yellow. And then we have the other side, which is pin 4, and that's the emitter, so that's going to go to the ground side. One of the things that's not obvious is that this green wire is actually connected to the drain on the NPN, and that's going to be consistent at the top as well. Okay, and those are going to go directly to the motors, and then this side is exactly the same. So pin 1 is going to go through the switch to the positive side of the battery, and pin 2 is going to go directly to the battery to the ground side. Okay, so when I hit simulate, I press the button and you're going to turn on the LED in here, and it's going to get the motor to go in a positive direction. I also have this fancy little LED situation to illustrate what's happening in the motor. So when I press one side, it goes backwards with one LED running, and then if I press the other button, it goes the other way. Okay, so I'll just give you a close-up of each part, so in case you're trying to build it. So the positive from the battery is going to the source on both of the P MOSFETs, and the negative is going through down the center underneath the motor and going to the sources on the N MOSFETs. Okay, does that make sense? Anyways, good luck, have fun with that.